Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Powdered Cargo and today we are sitting in front of Dollar Tree. I want to go in and I want to see if we can find any really good books or at least highly rated books here at my local Dollar Tree. So I have purchased 4 books in the past from here and I did the bad reader thing. I purchased them solely for the cover. I never looked at the reviews. I didn't look at anything about the books. I just thought they were cute and they would make good coffee table decor. But I looked at the reviews recently and they were really good, like 3-star and up, even into 4 stars. So I have decided that I'm going to read them. They are next on my TBR and I want to go into Dollar Tree and see if now there's anything worth reading. And is it worth going to the Dollar Tree for books? Let's find out. Let's go. I am so excited. We got so many good books. So, okay, granted, my Dollar Tree, not the best Dollar Tree. It's actually one of the worst that I've ever been to. They practically had nothing, but I still managed to grab 4 books. And 2, maybe 3 of them, but I definitely know for sure 2 of them were 4-star books. Higher than 4-star books. For both Goodreads and Amazon reviews. So that just tells me that we've got some really good stuff. So I'm gonna head home, and when we get there, we will talk more about these 4 books, plus the 4 books that I already own, and let's talk about whether Dollar Tree is worth going to for books. As you can tell behind me, we have a decent Dollar Tree haul. Let's get into it. Okay. First up, you saw this in the footage, Journey Back to Christmas. I know, we're in January, practically February. The first is like 2 days away from when I'm recording this, but it was so highly reviewed. So highly reviewed. And let me see, Journey Back to Christmas. Originally $12.99, Dollar Tree. I paid $1.25 plus some tax, but who's gonna count it? I'm not. 4.7 stars on Amazon. 4.7. That is so ridiculously high. Like, that's so high. And it's still cold outside, okay? Look at me, I'm wearing a sweater, okay? It's cold outside, which means that the Christmas vibes, they're still here, and I'm going to revel in them because it's going to be cold for at minimum the next 2 weeks. Like 30s and 40s. So I'm excited to read this. Goodreads has it at 4.1 stars, which is, that's so good. That is so good. No, scratch that. That is great. This is a great book just based on the reviews alone. Now, granted, there's not that many reviews, and who knows, if it went up, the rating might go down with how many people read them, but still, I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of the 333 ratings on Amazon and the 416 ratings on Goodreads. Okay, so I grabbed this one. It's a short book. I didn't even notice it had a page bent. How rude, but that's fine. It's a relatively short book. It is only like, oh, that doesn't have numbers on. Oh, that's because it's a review for another. Oh, wait. Okay, that's not a review for another book. It's a snippet of another book, like a sneak peek preview of another book. 235 pages, so it's a really short one. This can be finished like in a single day. But also, this book contains a free original recipe for gingerbread cupcakes with Christmas comet cookies. We're in there like swimwear. We're in there like swimwear. I can't wait to read this book. It's about to be a 5-star book. And I might try those cupcakes. I might try to make those cupcakes. Will I save it for the Christmas time? We'll see. I don't want to forget, though. We need to bring Christmas into the new year. Just a little bit. But our next book is Catch Us When We Fall. This one's a little bit thicker. She is... Oh, is that another preview for another book? Oh, that's a little PS. Insights, interviews, and more. I love that. Acknowledgements. So the book is around 382 pages. So she's a little heftier in size. The book itself says that it is $16.99 list price. On Amazon, it has it set at $10.94. So wherever they were selling this, I'd probably purchase it on Amazon instead. However, we paid $1.25. $1.25. And this book, it sounds so good. I'm going to read it to you. This is the only one I'm going to read to you, I promise. But just listen, because you'll understand why this book was rated so highly. 4.5 stars on Amazon. 4.2 stars on Goodreads. Listen. On her own since the age of 18, Cass Macklin dated brilliant, troubled Ben McGreevy, convinced he was the smartest person she'd ever known. They partied their way through their 20s, slowly descending into a bleak world of binge drinking and broken promises, inebriated for most of a decade. Now Ben is dead, and Cass is broke, homeless, scared, and pregnant. Determined to have a healthy pregnancy and raise Ben's baby, Cass must find a way to stop drinking and build a stable life for herself and her child. But since she has no money, skills, sober friends, or family, the task seems insurmountable. At wit's end, Cass turns to the only person with the means to help her, Ben's brother, Scott, third baseman for the Boston Red Sox, a man with a temper and problems of his own. I'm sorry, a baseball player? For the Boston Red Sox. The two make a deal that neither one of them is sure they can live up to. As Cass struggles to take control of her life and to ask for help when she needs it, Scott begins to realize there's a life for him beyond the baseball diamond. By turns heartbreaking and humorous, Catch Us When We Fall is a story of human connectedness and hope, showing that change is not impossible, that forgiveness can be freely given, and that life, though imperfect, is worth embracing. This is going to be in my February. It has to be one of the first books I read in February because you can tell. If it's not the main plot, because I don't actually know, it's just called fiction, so I don't know what the particular genre is for this one, but there's either a plot or a subplot of romance, and you can tell just by the back of this. So I'm going to eat it up in February, because it's the month of love. That's the month of love, okay? All right, next one. I know, I did another one. I did. It's called The Santa Suit. It's another Christmas book. What can I say? Okay, I'm bringing Christmas into January. The hopes and the dreams of Christmas time, I'm bringing them forward. But The Santa Suit, another highly rated book. Like, these have all been 4-star ratings, at least on Amazon. And I got them for $1.25. Like, come on. 4.3 stars on Amazon with 8,948 ratings. That is a pretty good rated book. 3.8 stars on Goodreads, 49,104 ratings. That's a popular book. Very popular. And for 3.8 stars, I feel like this is like not great, but like on the verge of great. It's almost great. And it's a Christmas book, so it doesn't need to be great. This is like probably like a palate cleanser kind of book, right? And it's only, you can tell it's really short, 207 pages. Like, this is a one-day read. You gotta, throw a book into your goals. This is gonna help you do it at the end of the year. But we're doing it in January because why not? And look at the foil. She's stunning. She's so stunning. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's giving me all the Christmas vibes. Also, it is $7.69, but that's on sale. List price is $14.99. $1.25. Oh, and the book. What's the book about? Hello. The book is about, oh, I didn't even tell you what the first book was about. It's a Hallmark movie, so you can go watch it. Why don't you go watch it? Watch the trailer, and you'll find out what that book's about. But this one is about Ivy Perkins. She buys an old farmhouse after getting divorced. And, you know, the huge. She finds a Santa suit in one of the closets in the home. And, you know, things just ensue. Oh, she finds a Santa suit. She finds a note in the pocket. And the note was from a little girl asking for her father to come home from the war. And so she goes on a mission to try and find out who is this little girl. Did she ever find her father? Yada, yada, yada. And, yeah, so this is going to be a super cute read. I'm so excited. I know it's, you know, about to be February, but, like, I'm going to do it anyways. Whatever. Who cares? What are the rules that say I can't read a Santa book? Listen, I can't be the only one, okay? Tell me it's not like June, July, and you're throwing Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You on YouTube. Tell me I'm not the only one. Please. Christmas in July? Ever heard of it? Ever heard of it? That's me. I'm living by it. So the next one that we have actually fits the theme of February. So guaranteed going to read this book. It is 19 Love Songs by David Levithan. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but another great reviewed book. This very highly reviewed. 4.4 stars on Amazon with only 59 ratings though. So that was a little iffy because it's just so low, but I mean, it's still 4.4 stars. So why wouldn't I give it a shot? I'm going to give it a shot because, you know, whatever. And then 3.7 stars on Goodreads, which is still on the verge of greatness. It's on the verge of greatness. I don't mind reading it. It's short. That one has 1,666 reviews. It's not super long, with about 300 pages, or maybe just meeting the 300 page mark slightly. But actually looking at the inside, like, the words are pretty spaced apart. So I feel like this would be finished really fast. Really, really fast. And just based on the back, seems like this author, he writes a lot of, I don't want to say this incorrectly, like boy loves boy, male loves male type. Like, it's a queer book. So I'm assuming this is also going to be a queer book, because the back doesn't really tell you what the book is about, but it does tell you about how some of his beloved characters from other stories, like Boy Meets Boy, Two Boys Kissing, you'll find them in this book. If those are books that you enjoy, you'll also see those same characters in here, on top of new characters that will be introduced into this novel. And yeah, he just finds a way to include music into the love story that happens in this book. So I'm really excited for this romance and this cover. Can we talk about this cover for a second? Because why am I so obsessed with this cover? And look at the back. Look at the hearts. I love this. This is so cute. This is such a good cover. And for $1.25 for a book that's $10.99, like, why not? Why not? I don't see why not. So I did. And I'm excited to read that one. Okay, our next book is Dear Fang with Love. Oh, the rest of these four, so the first four that I just did, those came from the haul that I just did right now. But these four books also came from Dollar Tree. They're just books that I bought in the past, but have not read. So they're still TBRs, haven't really read them. There's only one that I'm currently working on, and it's the last book that we'll talk about. But the rest of these I haven't touched before, so they're just on the same list as the previous four Dollar Tree books that are on my TBR. But Dear Fang with Love, 4.1 rating on Amazon, which is just past greatness, and 3.8 on Goodreads. So that's like, those are so high. Those are such high ratings. I'm really excited for this one. This is a $16 book on Amazon. Oh no, that's a lie. The hardcover for this is $20.12. So I bought this for $1.25. Sorry. Bought it for $1.25. All right. Who are our characters? Our characters are Vera, the daughter of Lucas, and Vera's had a mental breakdown during a high school party. Dad Lucas is like, let's go. Let me take you back to my home country. Let's go back to Lithuania. Let's see your paternal grandmother, and let's figure out how we can get you settled and in a better place mentally by taking you out of the country and taking you somewhere else. And Vera's like kind of living for it based on what I can tell in the description of it. She's like, okay. She meets her grandmother. Grandmother tells her some stories about her dad, and she's like, whoa, who is my dad? Like, who is he really? Let me go settle in on him and find out what he's all about. So that's what she does. And it's really good. Next up, we have The Assistants. This one, another really well-reviewed book. 4.0 stars on Amazon. 3,192 ratings. So this one was rated by a lot of people, but check this out. 3.5 on Goodreads, 18,415 ratings. So very good book. It's a really good book. 3.5 stars means really good to me, at least. Hopefully everyone else is rating the same way I'm rating, because if not, this book could be really, really bad. And I wouldn't know because it's 3.5. But what I do love is the cover of this is almost like velvety. It just feels so good. It's not just matte, it's velvety. Because I've got matte books. Like, quite a few of these were matte, but this one, the texture is different. And I love the shine, like the gold foil. The girl is so cute. And then I love the green dashes or like slashes on the S to make them into dollar signs. Such a good touch. It's a really good touch. I love it. But this book is $15.50 for the hardcover, which is what I have. Admittedly, I really like the hardcover, but I think the paperback, if I'm not mistaken, I'm just going to click on the paperback real quick. The paperback, it kind of has a really... Nope, never mind. I changed my mind. Hardcover's better. I like the cover on this one better. The paperback, it has a cute cover, but something about the actual way that it was drawn out gives it very like a sketchy vibe. Like literally a sketch versus like a finished product type of book. I don't know, like type of art. So I kind of like this one better actually. The only thing I don't love is you can kind of see scuff marks and things because of the matte finish of the book. It gets dirty easily and it's kind of hard to take off. So that's unfortunate. But this book is about a bunch of assistants. They work a 9 to 5 and they're like, I'm tired of getting coffee for these people. I'm tired of doing all of the work when really they're just sitting around and taking all of the credit for everything that we do in this company. They have so much money. What if we took some? What if we took some of their money? Would they even notice? They make so much money. Would they even notice that any of it's missing if we took some of it? So that's what this one's about. I'm kind of excited about it. It's not super high on my TBR. There's definitely quite a few of them that I want to read first, but it's on there. Of course, I want to read it. I'm excited to read it. It's got good ratings. So, Break in Case of Emergency. Admittedly, Break in Case of Emergency is what I would consider the lowest rated book. Not even what I would consider. It is the lowest rated book in this. Again, you know, not all Dollar Tree finds are going to be spectacular, but that doesn't mean that I'm not interested in reading this because the storyline behind it, it's giving me Sex and the City. Like, you know, group of friends, they all have different lifestyles that they're living and they're coming into like, you know, trials and tribulations and all of that good stuff. That's what this is giving me. Like fertility issues, money issues, spousal issues, like things like that in this friend group. And like that's giving for me. I can kind of dig that. Maybe even for February, I could dig that. It feels like it fits into like the theme of February for me in my head. Am I the only one? I don't know. But it was only 3.4 stars on Amazon, and for 151 ratings, it's pretty low. That means it wasn't anyone's like favorite book for certain, because even one good rating, like 5-star rating, would have skewed the data because of how little ratings there were. But no, it's, you know, just a decent book. It's a decent book. With 3.0 stars on Goodreads, 1,580 ratings. So again, just a decent read. Not the best thing, but it's something. It's something all right. We're still gonna read it. I'm still gonna read it. I promise. I'm still going to. Oh, and that one was $24.99. Hardcover. Got it for $1.25. All right, last book that we have. Last book. We Are All Made of Stars. As you can see, I do have my bookmark inside. If you're interested in my bookmark, this is what it looks like. It's like a tarot card for the reader. I love that. And of course, like a little ribbon that's sticking out of it. But We Are All Made of Stars. It's been so good to me so far. So good to me. I've really been enjoying this book. It is a 4.3 stars on Amazon with 1,381 ratings. So, good book. And a lot of people have been reading it and rating it. 4.0 stars on Goodreads. So, like, scratch that. Did I just say it was a good book? No. We're past 4 stars. This is a great book on both Goodreads and Amazon. This is considered a great book. Okay? We've got quite a few 4 star books and above just from the Dollar Tree alone. And this book is $29.66 for the hardcover. I paid $1.25. $1.25. I know. Now, what is the book about? This book is about, I know for a fact because of a review that I read that this book is about 4 people, but so far I've only come in contact with 3 of them. And each chapter can be from any of their point of views. And one of them is Stella. She's a nurse and for a hospice care, like hospice care center. I don't know. Hospice care center. And she helps anyone that's, you know, time is ticking. They're getting ready to pass. They know that their time is coming. They might write a letter to a loved one or a friend or a neighbor that they hate. And they want them to know from their deathbed that they hate them. She writes the letters for them so that once they pass, she'll send it to them and they just have this last piece from that person. And one of the other characters is Hope. She's 21 years old with cystic fibrosis, so she's in the hospice care center, so that's where their 2 stories are linked up. Stella is Hope's nurse there. She's not going to pass, or has not in this moment. She's not passing. She just had a sickness and they thought that she was well enough to go to the hospice center. She didn't need to take up a bed in the hospital for people that were more grave. And then the other one is Hugh. Haven't read much about Hugh, but he has a black cat, and his black cat likes to leave during the day and go to the hospice care center, but he doesn't know that. He doesn't know where the cat's going. But it goes to the hospice care center and it likes to sit around with some of the people that are there, especially those that the cat can kind of tell that their time is almost ending, and he spends time with them and really just gives them lots of attention and love and cuddles, and then comes back home and is like a super jerk to Hugh, which I think is so funny. But another character will be introduced soon. Grace. Yeah, is it Grace? I think that's who she's going to be introducing, or who will be introduced soon, is Grace. But so far, I really love this book. I've already had the tears in my eyes and I had to stop myself, and I was like, no, pull it back. Oh my gosh, like the meme from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs when he's like, get back in there. And the tear goes back up. That was me. That was me already. And I'm only like 140 pages in. I'm not even 200 pages in. 140 pages in. But this book has been so good. So those are all 8 of the books that I purchased at the Dollar Tree. And that I'm so excited to read. They have such good reviews that like it was so worth it. It was so worth it. Now, granted, would I go to the Dollar Tree specifically to go book shopping or to find a particular book? Of course not. Obviously not. That doesn't sound like it makes any sense to do that, especially mine, because mine was so empty, as you can see from the footage that I got. Like, mine's is just ridiculously empty. But is it like a fun adventure to go to the Dollar Tree, see what you can find, try and pick up some books, add them to your TBR, like save yourself some money sometimes, especially. Books can be so expensive. As you can see, I let you know the price of all of these books. I'll even I'm gonna add it up. I'm gonna add up the actual price of the books based on their MSRP listing, and I'm gonna put the price that I actually paid for all of these books, and we're gonna see, like, your TBR will forever grow. It'll forever grow, and you'll find really interesting books, and that's great. Find those really interesting books and purchase those from Barnes & Noble and Books A Million and all of those book places that you could possibly go to, but fill it in. Find those lesser known, find those lesser read at the Dollar Tree. Do it. Try it. See how it goes. But I'm going to continue reading We're All Made of Stars, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Let me know what other book videos you want to see, and yeah, bye everyone.